Hello people, welcome to Stockholm Mania, another program that we're running. As we always do, we're gonna go find and pick up like specific bands here in Stockholm and then try to like make interviews with the cool bands that we think that they deserve to. Here in the studio next to me, Mats and Samuel from Wretched Fate are sitting over here. Hello guys.
Hi, hello.
How you guys doing? You right?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Yep. First things first, I like thank you very much for like accepting the interview, being here today, having like a quick like a chit chat with me. Yeah. I'm gonna ask a couple of questions. Like, let's see how things gonna. I hope we're gonna have a cool interview. The first thing is how you guys like define and introduce basically the band. Like I would like to know like Wretched Fate, where the name come from, how you guys like found each other, and like where the idea of the band in general like came from. You can start.
Well, that's mostly me answering that one, I think. It started with me and my friend Adrian, who's the singer of the band. We had this other band together called Non-Divine Sun, where we were the two guitarists, and that band we didn't have such a good time, and it died. And he really wanted to. He started to read books about old school Swedish death metal, like the history of it, and he got really hungry to try it out. So he told me to write a song in this style, and I did. And we wrote some lyrics together, and we recorded the vocals at my home.
Home means Dalarna, I guess, right?
Yeah, in Dalarna, in a town called Orsa. It's like in the center of Dalarna. It's not a lot of metal there. There's one other band called Craft from there, a black metal band. That's basically it. It's us and them. And from there we just kept writing music. And soon we had like 1 hour of music written. And we came up with, we should make this a band. And, that's
why Wretched Fate? Where did the name come from?
That's from, it's gonna be funny. There's this other band called Bloodbath. And they have I would barely say it's the main influence. It's the main band we steal from. We like take everything from them. It's the main influence and everything. We just love them, and everything we do, whether we want it or not, it's like from them.
Yeah.
When we have to just admit to it, we love them. Yeah. I hope they like us.
Yeah.
And they have this song called "Ways to the Grave," and in the pre-chorus of that one, they just sing "Wretched Fate."
Right.
That's where we got it from.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. It's kind of like pessimistic, like it's like. I would, like what comes in my mind. So like there is like you are kind of destined to have like be wretched, and your fate and your destiny is kind of like dictated somehow.
Yeah.
So there's nothing you can do. Just like accept the to say brutality of the life. I would say. More or less. Would say. Yeah. Let's talk about like some of your songs. Yeah. I've been listening to most of the things that you like published so far on YouTube. I know like Mats, you were in charge of lyrics mostly.
Me and the singer do it like 50-50.
50-50.
Sometimes it's mostly.
Yeah, but like now let's talk about this song like Split Tongue Illumination. Yeah. Like
that was mainly written by our singer actually, but I will try to explain what it's about. He's the better one to tell what it's about, but it's about this guy who like more or less makes a deal with the devil, and somehow unleashes like the box of Pandora. We call it the casket of Pandora or something because it sounds cooler. So he wants power, and he makes like a deal with some kind of entity, and it turns pretty bad for him. So he turns into some guy who has to kill.
Right.
It's dark and
sounds like
cool.
Wretched Fate.
Yeah. He makes his Wretched Fate.
Yeah, like the video I will say like there's like a guy like putting a gun and stuff. Yeah. The videos on the YouTube like easy to find. So if you just like simply like search like Wretched Fate, Split Tongue Illumination, you can like go and find the music video and like listen to the music as well. There's another one. There's another song called like Heading for like Beheading.
Heading for Beheading.
Yeah. What's that about?
That's a song I wrote back in 2012 for the first time on my own. I had not met the other guys in the band at all, not one of them, and I just wrote it for fun at home. And like a couple of years later, I made a new version of the song, and I kept doing that. And then I introduced that song into the HM2 pedal, the legendary Swedish death metal pedal, and that's how the sound of the song was born for the band. And I introduced it to the band, and now it's on the album. It's like from way past.
Right.
7 years ago I wrote it.
But hopefully like you guys gonna like perform these two songs also during this Stockholm Magnitude Festival?
Not both,
No.
Yeah.
but one of them.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm not. Like, it's gonna be a surprise. So I'm not gonna
I-
ask which one is which. So.
One of them will
Yeah,
also
let's
nice.
see. Like
Yeah.
we're gonna wait and see like
And,
what's happening on the stage.
The title of the song can explain pretty much what it's about.
Yeah.
A guy is about to get killed.
It's one of those sing-along songs, like
Yeah.
a death metal sing-along song, you know,
Yeah.
like where you get the
We
crowd
call it
pumping the fist.
allsång in Sweden.
Yeah, it's a
Allsång.
very all song on the Deaf Skansen. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there are some other like cool songs by you guys. So like there's obvious like people can go like on Facebook page
Yeah.
or like Spotify, find your stuff, and then like
Yeah.
share the opinions and spread the word about the
Yeah.
things that you're doing. Let's move on. Like now, you guys had an interview. To be more precise, Adrian had the interview
Yeah.
with this like website Metal Gamer.
Yes.
There was like a kind of like an interesting topic over there, talking about like a next generation of a death metal bands and musics and stuff. If you just like follow the history and like see the movement of music,
Yeah.
death metal in Sweden or like Scandinavia in general, I would say,
Yeah.
you see like these genres like moving on.
Mm.
Yeah. So how you see the changes and how you see the future of these songs. I'm sorry about that. I have to interrupt. I would like Samuel to talk a bit more. So we start this time with Samuel.
But he's a drummer, he's not very smart.
I told you, like drummers are always like a deprivated group of the people in metalhead. So, but yeah, like what do you think, Sam?
It's a tough question, really good question. I was not around when the biggest movement was going on in the late early 90s and so on. But I was listening to the music and it's like, I don't know, it's so big back then. And then it became kind of big again around like when Bloodbath released Resurrection to Carnage, I guess. It kind of picked up the flame again somehow. And then I guess it always just have been going on somehow. I don't know, like in the underground. And now this year when Dismember is back as well, they are the elite like Swedish death metal band. So they just makes sense that they made a reunion this year because it feels like there's a lot of bands like us, I guess, who try to use the same kind of sound like in the 90s and
Yeah, I would say like most of it like a new Swedish death metal band. They
Yeah,
have some sort of like a loyalty to like the previous elements of it, but like they kind of mix it with like a new technologies. So you hear like a new like riffs and sounds and new contents for the lyrics, of course. But like as you say, there is some rations of the like old classic death metal Swedish bands. So what do you think? How you see the future for the movement of the death metal in Sweden?
The future of Swedish death metal, I guess it will just keep growing because it's been growing
In which
waves.
perspective you think?
I think there's going to be more and more bands just coming up and copying Entombed's logo and stuff, and like everyone's doing. So I don't know the future. I think it gets easier and easier for every year now to make your own music at home. So it's just going to be more and more people who feel they can do it. So it's going to be more and more music and less big bands, I guess, because it's going to be so many bands. But I don't really know.
Most of the people know about like metal, rock and stuff, but like this sort of music are kind of unique still, and kind of I would say like virgin, like vain in like some other countries. But like death metal, which I mean, in my point of view, one of the most like important capital is in Scandinavia, in Sweden and in Stockholm. It's gonna be worldwide, so everyone's gonna be talking about it. The next generation of the people will remember like the names of the people who like use the talents and use like these how to say elements to like produce death metal music. Scandinavian version.
Of course, we have the American death metal movement as well, but and it's also a big one. It's so funny because it's been around so long, but still it's like pretty underground.
It's really popular over there.
Yeah, it's very
like
popular for those who know it, but like it's never gonna reach like this. I guess that's a good thing. I guess it's never gonna reach a mainstream level. But it's like mainstream in the metal community, I guess. But,
despite the fact the name of your band is like very pessimistic, but I'm very optimistic for the future of death metal. And you guys, of course. The last question, let's talk about the band's future. Like, are you having plan for a new album, EPs maybe, or like concerts?
We have some songs. I'm constantly writing music, and I try to always put some time into writing music for the band. And when
Do you live in Stockholm at the moment?
I live in Falun.
All right.
Also in Dalarna.
Okay.
In Dalarna. You need
Dalarna.
to say it right. Dalarna. Yeah. So I'm studying at the moment, and I keep writing music because that's my position in the band is to write the music, and the other ones help with the criticism, but if they try to change something in the music, they are out. I need to have the control of the music.
It's tough.
Yeah,
It is,
for a
yeah.
drummer it's very tough. 'Cause
Sounds a
I-
bit bossy.
Yeah.
Well, no, but like, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I'm
thing
trying-
is,
I'm trying
Someone's supposed to be in charge of everything.
If you try to have a democracy in a band when it comes to writing music, it's gonna be bland. It's gonna go all directions, and it's
Yeah.
not gonna be good in any of the directions.
Dictatorship.
Yeah.
Proletarian dictatorship.
Yeah. In the band we have democracy. With the music we need to have a
Yeah.
dictatorship.
Yeah.
Good to have a leadership. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
So,
Actually.
yeah. But it's the future of the band. It's
Gigs. Are you planning any gigs in future?
we have not any more booked gigs right
Yeah.
now, but we're looking,
Yeah,
and
always looking.
we are optimistic. We
Yeah.
get more and more gigs.
Very optimistic.
Yeah.
Right.
We're looking for, we want to do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're really trying to push it.
We really want to have a gig together with this band called Disrupted.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's this is this member logo
Yeah.
with their name, and it's some friends of ours, and we
Yeah.
hope to have a gig with them in the future. We don't know when or where. But
It's gonna happen.
They
Sooner
have to
or
get their album out, guys.
Yeah,
If
of
you
course.
see this,
later. Go and grab this.
Yeah, you have to
the
get your album
information
out.
will be available on this program and of course on the Facebook
Yeah.
page. Alright then, of course, you can always go on the Facebook page of the Wretched Fate, get more information about these cool lads, about the future gigs, albums, t-shirts. If you want to order, you can just grab your things over there. Thank you guys very much, Matt and
you.
Samuel
Yeah.
from
Thank you.
Wretched Fate. Thank you very much and best of luck for you guys.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks.
Nice beer.